This is your host, Rambunctious.
And your co-host, Tayamu Denku. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion.
Look, wait, we gonna get into this more, but Muhammad Ali one, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Muhammad Ali is a fucking legend, idol to me. So man, when I saw that, I was like, oh, let me check this out. That was the first one I clicked on like immediately. And that shit is crazy, man. Like I really, and then the sample at the end, it was like, wow. You know
I had a hard time with that one because I didn't really feel CBC came to me, which was like NPR in Canada, right? Okay. And they asked me to do something, and they were like, do either do something on Gord Downie, who was the lead singer of Tragically Hip, who had brain cancer and was dying, or do something on Muhammad Ali. And immediately I was like, yo, I'm not the guy for this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the guy to do the Muhammad Ali routine. You know, I didn't feel comfortable with it. Right. And it's funny because I started trying to do the Tragically Hip routine, and I hated it. It sucked. I couldn't get anything going.
Oh, crazy.
Anything with it. And then I called him back. I was like, listen, can I do, because I already told him, right? And I was like, man, can I do Muhammad Ali? I'll try it out. And I was like, listen, like he, a Muslim boxer, Black civil rights activist, pacifist, like all of these things that I was like, I don't want to step on all this stuff. I was like, what can I do? Maybe he can. And it's what I realized when I was looking over his stuff. I was like, he's the first battle rapper, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
On
ESPN
lyrics.
I'm sorry.
No. Like for real, he was the first battle MC, like on TV, rhyming about like dissing his opponents. Like,
yeah.
And I was like,
that's a fact.
Maybe I can do a couple 16s with him. So that's what I went. I was like, let's make it fun.
Yeah,
let's have fun with it. And his daughter actually retweeted it, which was like,
wow.
Oh, that's super dope.
That's major.
That's for me. That was everything, because I was like, I felt weird going into it, and So anyway,
that's incredible, man.
Because that was tough for me. I didn't feel like it was my place to do it in a weird way.
Well, you know what's interesting about that is I feel like Muhammad Ali was one of those people who anybody could take that on if you're paying homage to him, because everybody loved him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody embraced him. Yeah. And that's the beauty in that to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you smashed it out the park. I mean, so I don't, we don't really necessarily strip it down like, pick apart the passion is more about celebrating the process.
Give me the goods, man. I need the real. The other reason I need it is because one time I was in Wisconsin was one of the few times I got seriously stepped to for my pad work. Was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. What happened there? Yeah, tell that story, please.
It was in Green Bay, and we played with. Oh goodness, I'm so bad. I don't remember venue names.
Okay.
So I finished my set, and I always open my set with the Led Zeppelin routine where I'm playing the MPC with my head, and I'm doing I play like the guitar chop, the riffs, like I do the solo with my head, my face or whatever. And this guy stepped to me up front. I was having a cigarette, and this dude was like, "Yo, man, like that was real disrespectful." Like he came to me and he was like saying that I was disrespecting Jimmy Page. And I said to him, I was like, man, if anything, it's a tribute to him,
Right.
But I know enough, like, when you go on the road too, I mean, you guys know this, like, I step lightly, like I'm humble where I go. So I'm not trying to get mad at anybody, have a beef. Yo,
welcome, man, to Pick Apart the Passion, man. This is the podcast, my name's Ram. We just meeting. We just kind of getting started.
Okay.
Thank you
nice
for coming
to meet
on.
You, Ram.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thank you for coming on, man.
I appreciate you.
No, for sure, man. This is gonna be fun. I didn't know that he didn't know you were coming on, man. So this is gonna get fun.
I surprised Fresh Kils. I didn't tell him.
He's putting the band back. He's trying to put the band back.
It was an ill ambush move. He definitely hit me up and organized chaos.
That's what's up. Good shit, Denku.
That's the thing. I see it. I see what's going on.
So Ram, since we're all in here, did you want to start the intro and get into it?
Well, this is Pick Apart the Passion podcast. we have today, based out of Toronto, based out of Buffalo. We have Fresh Kils and Mad Dukes. There's a whole lot we could say. They have been killing the scene for a minute. But we're gonna get into it because we have a lot for y'all, and things that they can break down and pick apart, quote unquote. The show is about, you know, taking your passion and just explaining how you get to that process and how it came about. We got work from both of y'all, and it was a pleasure for me to do the research today and just sit around smoking and listening to and watching videos and everything. Man, I had a good time doing it. Danko hit me with a bunch of links, and I hit him back like boom, boom, this one and this one. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I really appreciate y'all being here, man. Let's just get started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Salute to you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you got to do that, man. I'm happy you looked through the research. That's dope work.
Yeah.
That's dope work.
I usually listen to stuff twice, and I probably listen to a lot of stuff more than twice. so you know, yeah, you know, if I like it, I just, you know, keep going through it. You know what I'm saying? So,
love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Salute.
So I don't know. We're gonna play first, or how you want to keep going on what you was talking about, Kils.
I was telling that story, and Dukes might remember this in Green Bay when the dude stepped to me saying that I was like disrespecting Jimmy Page with my Led Zeppelin routine, and it was just funny, man. It was just funny with it, but we encountered that more than once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cats.
Those pure heads. Damn them.
People thought I was faking my routines and stuff. It was weird, man. Portland, Maine got real crazy.
They are really upset, and they want authenticity, I guess, and they believed that you weren't being 100%, even though you programmed every sound, every bit, you made everything happen, and that wasn't authentic enough for them.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Because I was playing against sequences or something, or whatever it was.
Yeah. So how long?
The crazy thing about it is, I believe when y'all were touring together, so that's when I met both of y'all for the first time. And the irony about it is that I had not even dipped into touring yet at that time. I believe that was like 2012, something like that, 2012, 2013.
Early.
Something like that, where I first met both of y'all in Green Bay. And then
that's wild.
Flipping later on, we get to 2016, and me and Ram.
It's about 2015, 2014, right in there, I think.
2015, 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
When me and Ram toured together for the first time, and we actually did a stop in Buffalo.
Yeah. And Portland, Maine, actually too.
Yeah, and we did.
But I thought you were talking about when we met, which is crazy because we met at a Blueprint show, doing both on the Blueprint show in Green Bay. And so that's kind of crazy.
Dope.
Yeah. It was
made
fun.
The trip out shit, there. Man. I remember being out there.
It's weird. It's a fun place to play. It can be weird, but it's fun. You know.
I've had some good moments out there.
Absolutely.
Goes out there holding it down on the decks.
Absolutely.
What did you say that?
Greco.
Oh yeah. For sure.
When's the last time y'all have toured? Like even not together, but separately, like yourselves.
I had to be. I think that's. Mine was at least a good 3-4 years from now. Last time I went on tour with, I was lucky enough to go out with Chucky Campbell for a run.
Okay, yeah.
We had hit some of the Midwest, went down south. It was dope. We were actually able to hit South by Southwest, and that was a good experience. We hit places in Kentucky I hadn't hit before, and
yo, he's a star there, yo.
You know, he's a star there.
Oh yeah. He's from there.
Yeah. Star, and it's country there.
Yeah.
Yo, it is country.
Like, yeah. I'm from Louisville originally, but it's not country where I'm from. But yeah,
okay.
The rest of
Louisville
yo, you see how quick you distance yourself from that? That's what I'm saying. That's how country it is. How quick you spaced it? Yes. But
that's real.
It's so dope. You know, it's exciting.
We've had talks about that. Me and him have had talks about the differences.
Chucky played NCAA ball, man. Like when we went through there, he's like a made man out there.
He's
great. I remember falling out of the fucking rafters that night, man. It was nuts.
That's what's up.
I was lucky enough when he took me out to he performed. I was up at the later show, but in the afternoon, this guy's performing at a school. Okay, for like school age kid. This guy's building his markets young. You know what I'm saying? Like he's ingratiating the young kids with this amazing sound of the horn section blending in with the beats, blending in with his vocals. And those kids are gonna remember those performances and like thereby like look for that as far as music and be like, yo, this live performance is really where it's at. And that's where performers like ourselves get to shine.
Yeah, I love it, man. Hey, yo, salute to Chucky, man. He's had us out when I was with
shouts out to Danku. Chucky for real.
When I was touring with Danku, he had us out and let us stay at his house and everything, man. He's a cool ass dude.
Yeah, I actually think
Chucky, gracious for that. You know what I mean?
I actually think Chucky is the one that booked me every time I've been to Buffalo.
Yeah, okay.
Dope.
Yeah, fun shows, man. I love it. I often tell Danku that's my favorite city to have played in is Buffalo, personally. You know what I mean? But I haven't played that many places at all. I'm just saying, if I had to pick one.
One of my favorite shows of all time, and Dukes, you'll remember this. We opened for Camp Low in Buffalo one time, and it was the night that Pacquiao got knocked out. So we got off stage. It was crazy, right? We're all at the bar and we're watching the fight, right? We're all drinking. The show's on. It was a wild night, right?
Epic on two fronts.
Yo, Pacquiao gets knocked out, and we're like, whoa, like the whole place, like we wilted. We were like, whoa, holy nuts. And Camp Low finishes their set, obviously, with Lucchini, right? Go off stage. Now we're all chanting for them to come back on for the encore, right? And I remember I'm with Dukes, and I'm like, yo, like what are they gonna do the encore, right? Like, what are they gonna do? Like what's left? So they come back out, and we're like, yo, what are they gonna do? What the hell? I don't know. All of a sudden, encore, and we went crazy. Oh my god, man, that was
what's up.
That was one of the most fun nights, man. It was like they did Lucchini twice, and I couldn't have asked for anything else.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Camp Low was just a classic.
Lucchini, though, you know.
But that's the thing, though, is at the end of the show, we're like, encore, one more, throw us a joint. Yeah, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna give you the same shit again. Let's go.
It was like a rewind. It was like a DJ rewind encore.
It worked. It worked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it worked. I spilled my drink like on myself.
We were like, are they playing it again?
Like, yeah, we were out of it. We were.
I spilled my drink on
I love it. So we were gonna get into some tracks. What we gonna play first, Danku?
I think we should actually let's start it off with the let's start it with the Muhammad Ali tribute. Let's do that. Like that.
Yeah, we were talking about that, I think, before you came on, probably, Dukes. But yeah, we were talking about the Muhammad Ali tribute and how much I loved it. He was saying Layla Ali had shared it and liked it. So I mean, yeah, and he was well, you could tell him how you were nervous to go into it, but man, that shit is fire, man. Like I don't even understand that.
I didn't feel good about it, so I kept it fun. I was like, let me just see if I can do a couple of 16s because with him, that's why I figured I just put him on I kind of chopped him up on the grid and made sure I could kind of play against it because he was the first battle MC. Like he really was. He was on TV, just dissing his opponents in rhyme, you know what I mean? Like on national TV. It was, I mean, that's crazy. That was crazy to me. So
yeah, ESPN did a thing one time where they were doing a tribute to him, and sports players and rappers, and a lot of rappers were saying that they were like, he was the first. He was rapping before we were rapping. You know what I mean? Saying little things, bars. You know what I mean? 60s. So exactly.
Before you drop into it, like. I know Kills, we're about to see something insane, dude. I throw my hands up, I close my eyes because I know it's about to sound crazy. And I've heard it before, but you play it again, it's gonna sound amazing. But Kills will go ahead and take a beat and take a sound and use it to the point and squeeze some juice out of it to where I'm hearing the song in the original form and I'm like, Kills did it better. You know what I'm saying? Like I start to hear AC/DC playing the original, like back and like riff, and I'm like, I like how Killsy did it. You know what I'm saying? I start
that's a hell of a compliment.
That's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah.
Salute. Play that shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
thank you for help doing our job. You just did a perfect intro into the song.
yeah. So this is a tribute to Muhammad Ali, Fresh Kils.
Is Fresh Kils live in Studio Q.
This is the legend of Muhammad Ali, the prettiest fighter there ever will be. He talks a great deal, he brags indeed of a powerful punch and blinding speed. Ali fights great, he's got speed and endurance. If you sign to fight him, increase your insurance. This brash young boxer is something to see. And the heavyweight championship is his destiny. Ali's got a left, Ali's got a right. If he hits you once, you'll sleep for the night. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder and veil. I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. For I'm the man his poem is about. The true champion of the world, there isn't a doubt. Greatest fighter of all time.
Wow. Banging it out live on the Beat Machine. That was a special tribute to the great Muhammad Ali. Thank you so much, Fresh Kils. He's our Friday Live musical guest, and he'll be back later with some more beat performances. That one right there was beautiful. Thank you.
Man.
Man. Like you said, you told us earlier to strip it down. Yeah, there ain't nothing to strip down. That shit is just, that's ice cold, man. That's incredible, man. And people out there, we're gonna have the video right here, right, Dave? We're gonna put the video in.
Yeah, we're gonna put the videos in. Yep.
So when you see him doing it, I mean, I look at that as an art form as equal to DJ, and I know a lot of people. I know there's been debates about that. I don't get into it. I feel like if you create, and that shit right there to me is an amazing talent. I don't understand how you do it. I mean, I'll be honest, it's one of them things, them elements of hip hop that I'm just like, this shit is amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm blown away by it. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing that I was actually, I had a conversation today and about the podcast earlier, and we were talking about how I actually feel one of the first times that I heard somebody murder pad drumming was you. And then now I feel like all these people are trying to do it. Like I didn't really see it really popping like it is now, but I feel like you were the first person I really saw do it like you're doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gotta shout out for me, I had to shout out Gel and Exile and A-Rap Music and those cats
right
doing it on a big level and had those records. One of the funny things about that performance was like, if you can imagine, like I'm going live to radio to like millions of people in Canada, but there's no video, right? So when the whole thing what you were talking about, watching somebody do it, like you have to see it. So I was in this quiet studio on the 7th floor of some giant building downtown Toronto, like dark, okay, like, you know, sound treated, anechoic. I'm hearing my own breathing louder than anything else. And the thing is, I'm playing and I'm like, if I'm not perfect, they're just gonna think the song is whack. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I mean?
Sure.
So that's totally wild. But I appreciate you saying, man. I mean, it was funny because at the time when I came up, there was so few people doing it. So because I was doing it on a certain level, I was automatically one of the best, which it didn't necessarily, not to take anything away from it, but I was early. I don't know. I caught it early, and you know, I'm thankful, and I appreciate you saying.
Yeah, no problem. I just speak facts, man. Who was the first person you saw do it, or what influenced you to just get into that? Is it one of those guys you mentioned?
It definitely was Gel with his sweet cream in it routine. The sweet cream in it routine that he has is still up there. That was just, I saw that and I was like, my goodness. Not to mention the fact too, people ask like, what are the inspirations? But you also have like the opposite inspirations where you go to hip hop shows and it's a dude rapping on a CD, and I'm sick of that. Like I got so sick of that. Not to mention as a producer, going to shows where cats will be rhyming on my beats and they're not even shouting me out. And who cares about shouting out producers, whatever. I get that.
I understand what you're saying.
I started to be like, I'm not in control of my destiny here. You know what I mean? So it was my man More or Less that took a chance on me early to let me on stage. And literally, you know, with Matt Dukes here, like I can say this unequivocally that like Matt Dukes and that's where I was going. Like I wanted to play the pads, but it was the Voltron. It was like I wanted to make hip hop shows. Like when I saw the Roots, I was like, okay, this is hip hop music. This is the way I want to see it. This is the way I want to experience it. And that was the goal. And really, what like Matt Dukes and I were the pinnacle. The sets that we built together, to me, are the best. I mean, I would put our live show up against anybody in terms of just like dexterity. I mean, we were doing harmony. I was singing harmonies for this dude. We were
shit. Like, yeah, y'all kill shows, man. Y'all kill shit.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and I hadn't met anybody until I met Matt Dukes that really could just vibe with anything he threw at me, I could deal with, and anything I threw at him, he could deal with on stage. You know, and anyways, I know that's where we're going, but
no, talk, man. That's what we're here for, man. We got time.
It was all about performance. Yeah, it really was from the jump. It was about being able to really do it and not just press play and have like a karaoke set. You know?
Yeah.
No disrespect, no shade to nobody.
Well, except for people who rapping over vocals, we throw shade here at that.
So talk a little bit. How did so the Great Gatsby record, y'all put out that record, Great Gatsby, a minute ago, right?
Yeah.
But that I actually made a post recently, and I'm pretty sure I tagged you, Matt Dukes, and I'm pretty sure you saw this.
Yeah.
I made a post recently where I truly felt that album was way too slept on, because there's songs on that record that I think could easily be hip hop radio top 10 shit. And I'm not even playing, because I feel like my shit, I'm a grimy motherfucker. You know, I do grimy ass shit. My shit ain't gonna be top 10 radio ever in life, because it's way too grimy, bar heavy shit. Like I don't do shit that could appeal to mass audience. But I felt like on that record, you guys had a lot of joints that could have appealed to worldwide vast markets and audiences. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I feel like it's there. It's beautiful, and I want to say thank you for first and foremost for noticing and paying attention to that. The work that Kils put in on the soundscape, first off, created the place for me to play. Lyrically, it was about setting up bars that had not just relevance to the story you're trying to tell or to the packaging that you see the CD in, but parallel thinking. You know what I'm saying? Being able to take the situation from what you see it and make it a relatable kind of concept. And it would not be together without the magic behind the scenes. Like, and it started from the first record, Kils. You remember that? The what was it, five tracks we had done, like Stupid Hard. Yeah, that first one, the Open Affairs.
Okay.
They cornered me in a minivan.
We did. I did. I came up to Toronto, rushed him at a show. Didn't let him go, we offered him food. You know what I'm saying? we wouldn't let him out of the van until we said yes. That was it.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? We already made music to his beats. We were like, yo, we already did it. All you gotta do is give the go. And we're lucky enough for him to say yes, and then yes again on the Great Gatsby. But I don't want to take up too much time talking about it, but it's an amazing project. It's an amazing project, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It shows such a rich story. You know what I'm saying? The beats, the soundscape, the way that the narrator has a connective tissue between each song, and it kind of creates this whole world inside that record, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Scored. I would have thought Kils was doing movies by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was.
Some wind up your skirt, brother.
They have that cinematic feel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a whole entire vibe on that record.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's not always something a lot of people do. I know, you know what I mean? Denku, you definitely do that. I know you definitely do that. Ram, I need to listen to more music, I'm sure.
Oh, you could, yeah.
I mean, but
if you do, it'd be great. It'd be a fucking honor. But
to be completely honest, I very underprepared. I did not know there'd be this many people. This is my first time downloading Zoom. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm not technologically savvy.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm like, okay, the button here. Tamo texted me and shit saying, "Hey, yo, get on the Zoom call." I'm like, yo, this thing has a Zoom button.
It's all good. This ain't even a lot, man. The last episode we had my brother on, who's an artist from AZ, and we had my brother, and it's his birthday that was coming up, and there was I think 10 people on the podcast at one point total, and that was too much.
Got crazy.
It was unbelievably crazy, but it was fun. You know what I mean? It was all dudes he had done music with, so this is very calmed down now for us.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But man, to bring it back, like I love that record. It was the most fun I've ever had with the most cooks in a hot kitchen. You know what I'm saying? We knew we were working with something, but all of us had different ways of going about it, and we put our heads together, and out came this beauty.
So I wanted to go into one of those, and I wanted to play one. We actually picked out 2 joints off that record that we wanted to play, and get your feedback on creating them like that.
He's Sucky right now.
No, I'm not playing that one first. No, gotta give me. That is the other one. But we're going to start out with Bootleg Bartenders. Love.
Okay. Yeah, I love that track.
Love the beat on it, and
that's what's up.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a story about Suki if you play it too, because I saw him create that track. I was there. I was there when it was conceived.
Would love to hear it.
My man was on stage. Yo, he was just messing around, just like all of a sudden. Hold on, wait.
Well, maybe we should get into that first, then. Maybe we'll play that.
No. We'll let it simmer.
Thank you. Y'all making this job easy, man. I'm just sitting back like, yeah. I love it, man. Thanks for being so open, man. Let's get into this shit, yo.
Yeah, Bootleg Bartenders.
I love this one.
What it is, what it ain't. Cutthroat perimeter, scarring in the paint. A quick new deliverer, riding in cars. Shine while I hold growth like a gold vase. Me and Fresh Kils add a little more sauce. Roaring like the 20s is the big dog squad. I'ma play the Gatsby tip, Kils Wolfowitz. Best product around, we be pushing it. We motivated to get it and keep flowing. Late night entrepreneurs, we work for it. Outlaws looking as sharp as switchblades. Set it all off and Kils will regulate. The boys bloodhounds sniffing for any trail. Clear the whole scene with rigorous detail. Barrels in the truck, I move my rhymes well. It's approved, Kils and Dukes, we raking it by the pen. We got it, keeping it where nobody sees. You drive it, flooding every block of the streets. You got this, sipping while we rock to the beat. Just remember, you ain't get this from me, but if you want it, you got it, keeping it where nobody sees. You drive it, flooding every block of the street. You got this, sipping while we rock to the beat. Just remember, you ain't get this from me. Orders ain't a problem. Gotta be kidding now. Citywide fame and the rumors have started dying down. See, my choices are bigger. I'ma try them out. Walk up in a hangar with money and bet I'm flying out. Get the news, no paper route. No doubt. I gotta be strategic now. I'm a little turned up, the product loud, and the smell of indiscretion floating in the clouds. Stay smart, get into the buyer race on. Minutes can equate to dollars if it takes long. I ain't never lost a penny or escaped one. Your heart burns with the envy, you should take tongues. Bootlegging heavy rhyme flow. Operator, let the line know. Kills bad, Duke's mad, Hulk smash pronto. Competition name dotted up like Toronto.
You got it.
Keeping it where nobody see.
You drop it.
Flooding every block of the street.
You got this.
Sipping while we rock to the beat.
Just remember, you ain't get this from me. But if you want it, you got it.
Keeping it where nobody see.
You drop it.
Flooding every block of the street.
You got this.
Sipping while we rock to the beat.
Just remember, you ain't get this from me.
Come on. Juice by the tap. I know you love that. As I'm speeding through the lanes, I ain't trying to look back. Servicing correct, it's a mode to respect. Writing off comp, same way I write checks. Books by Dukes, let the reader digest. About killing for your dog, suicide pets. Ride through on a fog, on a high trip. Outer space business, mad starship. Flow like this, hard to bottle it up. You obligated to finish any bottle you touch. The feeling off a sip is like you slamming the clutch. Switching the gear, serving everybody plates of your dust. The timing will come when your minutes will run out and finish it done. But I stay on the one, to the heart and the marrow, sharper than the apparel. Take a sip of the finest, I'm bartending with barrels.
You got it.
Keeping it where nobody see.
You drop it.
Flooding every block of the street.
You got this.
Sipping while we rock to the beat.
Just remember, you ain't get this from me. But if you want it, you got it.
Keeping it where nobody see.
You drop it.
Flooding every block of the street.
You got this.
Sipping while we rock to the beat.
Just remember, you ain't get this from me.
That shit is so fire. Good stuff.
Salute to Kills. That beat is crazy,
man.
And the engineering on it. Oh,
yeah. The sound. It's a big sound. You know what I mean? It's automatically like As soon as it goes. So talk about that, man. What inspired that, Gills?
Oh, mute. Hold on.
Sorry, a lot of that I made on that record I actually made while him and I were on tour with Blue. A lot of them, including the one for the next one, but because we were just stuck in his van and like trying to make the best of it, and like it was nerve-wracking because it was like all of a sudden we're in Blueprint's van. We were like, oh my god, like we can't fuck this up. Like we got behavior, we got to be on point, we got to be, but we were broke ass trying to figure it out, and so I just kept making beats and just feeding it to Duke, who, I mean, that's the thing about Dukes. He just rides everything. Like the groove is so crazy. Like it doesn't even matter. Like, not that it doesn't matter what he's saying, but it's like the way he says everything. I'm just with it. Like I'm just riding it like an Olympic surfer, man. And so
100%.
it was beautiful.
The last verse on that joint.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. It seems effortless. Is it effortless? Is it something you've worked on, Dukes? I mean, like, is it? You know what I mean? Is it, or did it just always come natural? You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's a long time of working on it. The knowing where I wanted to place the words was natural. Finding the way to say what I wanted to say, that's the part that took time. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The cadence, I knew I was like, da, 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 and I could feel that.
Is that how you write? Is that the first thing you go with? Like, how am I going to attack it like that?
Yeah, because I want it to be visceral. I want it to be raw. I want, when you hear it, you're like, wow, this I can feel this beat. Like I feel that rhythm. Like, where did he find that in the beat? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That type of impact. Yeah.
I think I have to just step in and say though that, like, and I've seen a lot of freestylers, and I'm not trying to say anything, controversial here, but Dukes is one of the best freestylers that I've ever seen. And there's people have seen it's like I've watched Dukes freestyle for like an hour, like literally an hour, and not say the same thing twice. Like I'm telling you, like that is a different type of thing. Like there's his natural feel and cadence of things, and it's born out of Dukes living on stage in Buffalo, playing with bands. And not just that too, like just to speak on what Denku was saying a little bit earlier about, like the radio vibe of it. that both Dukes and I were put in front of audiences that were very diverse, and like it wasn't about. It was like just be entertaining. Period. It wasn't always about convincing the haters in the crowd that I got bars or whatever it was. It was like just be entertaining, just have fun, exude it, and do the thing. And that's kind of where we came together on it. But again, just him having such an amazing instinct for freestyling, just made our live performances better. But it also that's where a lot of the joints came from. A lot of the writing came from.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I know you had randomly mentioned you made most of this record like the beats in the back of Blueprint's van. Is that what you said?
Sometimes or sound checks. A lot of
so the because you actually have Blueprint on that record. Did you actually write that together in the van? Did you write that song together, Dukes?
Yeah, I think that song came together. I wrote it in the van because it was like rear view. It was like looking at. I wrote it a little bit later in the tour, probably at the end, because it's a rear view reminder. The entire song is just a kind of a recap over the tour and the different experiences that we had. So that was the journal entry. That song is, and like it's kind of cool because it really does kind of encapsulate and Blueprint saved our life. He's kind of like Tour Dad Supreme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
like
Rare Groove was Tour Mom.
Yeah, and Rare Groove was definitely Tour Mom. and it's like where I mean, Tour Dad will scold you and sit you down. Tour Mom will be like, come on over here, man. Here, drink this beer. Let me talk to you for a second. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? They're the perfect one because they gave me he gave me a formula for eating breakfast. I use to this very day. Okay, it's been years, but I still use the same formula. It is the invaluable gifts that we learned from being on that tour. We still use.
It was a crazy. I was starting to get sick, and if you ever toured the West Coast, sort of this happens sometimes where you hit the West Coast and you end up doing like Vegas and LA, and you end up doing like 3 cities that are like dangerously party situations, right? So you end up because you'll end up in Vegas on a Saturday night. That's a recipe for disaster on a tour. You're just like it's going to be trouble, like it is, and so obviously Sunday, Monday, I was starting to get the sniffles, and Blueprint was like, listen to what I tell you to eat for the next 24 hours. And I was like, all right, whatever, cool. And so he made me eat, it was like a bowl of chopped up red peppers and apples. It was like couscous with raisins and mushrooms. And I'm telling you, I snapped out of that cold. Like I was like not sick an hour and a half later after I'd eaten that stuff. Like it was crazy. And I was like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Like, this is some like alkaline wizardry. You know what I'm saying? Something else, man. It was something else.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You can also get recipes on Pick Apart the Passion podcast.
The passion
I love it.
Includes so much.
100%. 100%.
Now, it's crazy, Duke. So why the fuck? I mean, I knew you were dope at freestyling because we freestyled in Green Bay the very first time.
Absolutely, dude.
But why have we not really had freestyle sessions every time I've come to Buffalo, man?
I'll let you know why, because I'm always working, and because I got this child support, man. I be paying for these. I be paying for these kids.
Hey.
I've made all these kids.
Real life shit.
Paying for all these kids. You know what I'm saying? I was so good at making them. I was like, let me pay for them. Let me pay for them too. Let me pay for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Yeah. And I was an amateur. I could have gone pro. I relaxed though. I didn't want to be like that.
25, yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh my God, dude. I was like, yo, I got enough. I got the juice, baby. You don't want to raise your kids? Give them here. I'll raise them. I don't care. I'm out here. My child support raises kids. I'm raising the young black youth. That's what I'm out here doing, baby.
Yeah. Like Wu-Tang, speak the truth to the young black youth.
I had to. And when it comes to the child support, I'll pay for it. That's what the next line was.
Yo, and straight up, man, touring is a weird thing where everybody thinks, like, we're on tour, and, Dukes and I hit Europe, right? Everybody thinks we're kicking ass over there. Oh, we're signed. We got a booking agent. We got an album out. We got this video popping. All this stuff's popping, right? Everybody at home thinks you're like caking or something. Meanwhile, it's underground rap, man. There's no underground rap money. You know what I mean? Like we're hand to mouth. We're making it work. It's lily pad to lily pad.
Yeah.
Hoping it don't sink. Like it's.
Hey, tell these people, man. Not everybody realizes that stuff. Tell the people. Tell the people.
We're in a bomb shelter in France performing. Yeah. Okay, that's where we're performing. All right. It looks like the undercover nightclub stuff that you see on like National or the Travel Channel. That's what it is. Where they snuck a GoPro into this bomb shelter underneath the club. But it was an amazing experience.
I was gonna ask that.
The acoustics were a little crazy. Acoustics were a little nuts. Kills and I were like, how we gonna harmonize in this bitch? Like, there's gonna be a third party called Echo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But other than that, it was an amazing experience. I've never seen people like really feel the music to the degree like they did in that kind of.
I was gonna ask you what the response was, but you just answered that. That's crazy.
That's it, man. Yo,
right.
Go ahead.
I got a story. We were in Czech Republic. We were in a small city called Komotov. Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
Like that's not enough of.
I was just like, wait a minute, what?
You're like, wait, we're in.
Am I gonna get assaulted?
Wait, what? With a black guy? Yeah.
His face all over the city. Okay. These women they haven't seen a black guy in their whole lives. Okay. We get off stage. We're at the after party, and this girl comes up. I'm not even shitting you. This is exactly what she said. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. She comes out to him and she almost like she feels his material. You know what I mean? Like she kind of like, and she's like, "Oh, you are chocolate." Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God, yo." Dude,
This is 100% fact.
What did you say, dude?
She rubbed felt me,
and like.
How did you respond?
I looked at her like as if to say, "Are you real? Like, are you? Where do they make you? All right, because this chocolate.
Oh my God!
Like I think she followed up with like, "You are like candy" or something like that.
Candy. She said you're.
Yes. And then later on in the night, she's bent over like. I'm pretty sure she was doing the Bernie before anyone else in the world was doing it because she was wasted, just dancing next to this guy doing the Bernie. It was insane. I loved it.
God.
I had dreads back then. When we walked into the room, it's like we floated in on the wings of hip hop. Like we literally, it was a cloud and it had a speaker system. Both it was like boom boom, and we floated in. All the heads turned. It was amazing.
What?
I'm telling you, dude. Like, yo, like the experiences we had were nuts. Like, first night in France, we were at a college. You remember this, Kills? And my music, we had forgot my music.
Oh no, I didn't make that show. Remember?
You didn't make that show.
Missed my
That's
flight.
That's why I didn't have any music. There it is.
Hollywood is that, right?
God. I had to put on a show, baby. I started a chant because the movie. I was thinking about the movie 300. So I started.
So how did that show go? Yeah, tell us. Yeah.
No, because they let the French students drink in school, so they were all getting like bent off of wine and other fine cheeses, doing French things, and I was impressed. And I was like, all right, well, let me bring some primal out of them. So we start chanting, ooh, ha, a room full of drunk Frenchmen just holding arm in arm like this. And it's like they won a war, but they didn't. And that's why we was having fun, just going back and forth. and then bars, and that's what we do, man. That's what it is.
That's dope. That's dope.
Put on
That's
that
the way
show.
that's the way you do. You recover with 300 chats.
You out there, you go in, man. You go in.
Yeah.
Every Kills brought that out of me every single time. The minute he starts hitting the pads, you know what I mean? You just hear that doom, 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 and I'm like, let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ram, next time we go out to Buffalo to perform, you and Dukes don't even do hip hop sets. Y'all just do comedy sets.
Yo, yeah, okay. He was telling me
we out here.
He was telling me you were aspiring comedian, or have you done it before? Or?
I've been doing been writing just comedy right now for the last year, but two years before that I was doing it. So yeah, working on it, man. Working on the craft.
Yeah, me, man. I've done it 3 times total.
Yeah,
you know, I did 2 basic, like real small crowds, like open mic style. And then I did the first actual show. One time my homie put me on the spot at the end of a hip hop show, and I was like, turned around to him, he's DJ. I'm like, motherfucker, right? But then I had the actual show, but it was like 150, 200 people. And it was like basically my first time. And I was like, so they gave me 5 minutes. I did 11, so I did good. But it was vets. It was vets. It was vets, and they was trying to stop me. Like, hey, here's the light, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, so I just kept going.
Sure.
And I thought my 11 was 5 minutes. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but it killed though. So, speaking of that, how did you what inspired you to get into comedy, or
I had so much fun on stage with greats like Fresh Kils, my homie Sparkmatic. Shout out to Spark. I have such fun with guys on stage, but in between those moments when maybe they're switching the songs or that's right between the beats.
Yeah.
How do I address the crowd?
Right.
I can go ahead and just hype them up for the next song, or I can. It's basically to learn the control to complete the show.
Right.
And that's where now I've completed the craft of the performance, because you have song, and then in between I can go ahead and, because I built the strength through comedy, I could talk to the individual. How you liking the show?
Right.
How you liking the show? Be like, yo, why is your shirt so tight and you sweating so much? I love the passion, but that's a lot of sweat. Here, have a water bottle. And then you jump back into the next song.
Yeah.
Or but having that, it wasn't there before. Before I could go ahead and talk to the crowd, but it wouldn't be the riff back and forth to have the comedy to come up with a joke or even address the situation going on. It's just the mindfulness of the performance.
Right.
Add something to every performance. And that's why touring will never die. Touring out for performances will never stop, because every performance, as long as the performer is mindful of that, is a unique performance that night. Because those moments will never happen again. And that's and try to take it to the next level here. Salute.
Sure, yeah.
Yo, I think those jazz records, like some of our favorite jazz records, literally only ever happen one time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Never, Miles Davis never performed Kind of Blue the same way.
Right, exactly.
That I can literally sing his solos,
Yeah.
So,
that's it's crazy how one's passion sparks another, and then goes back, and then comes back around to be used in the other one, right? Like that's interesting to me how that. Well, who's your favorite comedians right now?
Favorite comedians are, let's see, I'm rubbing my face because I gotta think about it. Stalling for time.
Or ever, or give me some of your top ever.
All right, so
but obvious ones. Give me your top 3 ever, of course.
All right, so mine are a little different. A lot of my favorite comedians are they question everything. They have the question. They always push the envelope a little bit. I like his name is Dave Allen. He's a British comedian, older gentleman, hilarious. The way he uses words. He's got this bit about how do we tell kids time and how ridiculous it sounds when you try to tell them. Like, no, the little hand is the one he's supposed to, that's the big hour. You know what I mean? The big hand follows the little minutes, and the little hand goes to the big hour. And the kid's supposed to look up at you and understand what you're talking about. You're like, no, pay attention. You know what I mean? Right?
I've never, that's a great angle. I've never thought of that.
And just the way he frames the rest of the joke, genius. Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, yeah.
Guy spoke his honest truth. You know what I mean? The guy was fact on stage.
Yeah.
And the willingness to be wrong.
Unapologetic. Yeah, unapologetic.
Yes.
I mean, fuck you if you don't like it. I love it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right now, I like, what's her name? Ali Wong. Ali Wong's ridiculous. Yo, the way she tells the tale about her life and spins you in the middle of it. And you're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm not even Asian, but I get it.
No, or pregnant, or pregnant, right?
Pregnant.
Like, she did both her specials pregnant. And I'm thinking, like, what kind of luck is that?
It's like, but then I was like, life's pretty good if you could do both specials pregnant. That's not bad. It's not bad. Life's pretty good.
That's a fact.
So these are just some of the top tier comedians I'm seeing coming out that are incredible with their craft. They focused on it. Andrew Santino, he's a genius.
Yeah, I like him.
Donnell Rawlings, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like him too because his material's changed over the years. It used to be a lot of like funny screaming. Now it's more and high energy, but it's different.
It's more intelligent now.
Yeah.
Of course, have you checked out? Oh, of course. He's my favorite. He's my number one comic for me ever.
Yeah.
But you know Ali Sadiq, you know.
Yeah, I love Ali.
That's one of my new favorite dudes right now.
Yo, he's hilarious. You've heard his story about him being in jail.
Oh yeah,
Mexicans got on booze.
Mexican got on booze. He has a bunch of them that are just classic storytelling.
Sometimes but they'll say something that's so catchy and unique. Like I'll poke my head into my girlfriend sometimes. Be like, Mexicans got on booze. Walk out, just like that's it.
If you have not seen that, go check that out. That shit is crazy funny.
Shout out to
for sure. We could talk about comedy all day. I literally could. Let's get back to the tracks. We were gonna play the
should we do Suki right now?
I thought we were gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we did.
You had a story about that, right? Or something. Yeah.
That's right.
Denver, Colorado. Oh, Denver. Was this before or during the time you could smoke in Denver? I don't know. We might have. No, it was just newly done, where they're smoking in Denver. There's weed in the streets, and life was a little different. Now, Kils is just on stage at a sound check, just playing with a couple sounds, and I come up to him, and I think they had just let out after this big, like, what, people had to go back outside or something. Like they were why were they separate? Because you were listening to sound check. Oh, people were getting drinks. Was that what it was? Because they had played this big movie. You remember that, Kils? They had played this movie up on the screen, and in between,
like 15 feet up, the stage was really high.
In between, he was, and in between the movie and now the show, Kils is just creating. And he just looks at me, and I was like, "What are you doing, Kils? What are you doing?"
Got something.
And he's like, "I don't know, man." And Kils is very modest about letting you know he's got the fucking fire in the pot. You know what I mean? Like Kils is modest.
I'm from the Screwface capital, man.
He's like,
Screwface me my whole life, man. So I don't know what's hot. I don't know what's hot. I just
I see. I see, but then he's like, all right, I'll let you hear something. He puts it on my ears, just starts playing this riff. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I'm like, are you serious? Please finish that. Please.
That was the first time that Rare Groove listened to something and liked it. Print listened to nothing. Print wouldn't. Print to this day won't listen to nothing. But like Groove listened to that record and was like, "Yo, this is dope," and was into it. But then what Dukes did with it, I mean, the whole thing was the way the joint turned out was crazy. In the video, I got a story for the video because I had a show the night before the video was shooting at 7 a.m. on Buffalo. As a Canadian crossing the border, okay, you guys don't know this pain or this. I had a show in Toronto and I had to wait around to get paid 2 a.m. whatever, right? In Toronto. And Tony sent I said, the only way I'm going to make this video shoot and the tour is if you send somebody to come get me. Send somebody I know, please, to come get me because I don't want to cross the border with someone I don't know. Don't send anybody with a record. Don't send anybody that I don't know, please. Right. This is a border crossing. And there's a video and 32 fucking tour dates hanging in the balance. So don't fucking put me in this spot, right? Tony, please. No problem, Kils. No problem, Kils. No problem. All right. So, motherfucker. Okay. Motherfucker sends me Nate. Listen, Nate is one of my favorite people on the planet, okay? But I've never met Nate ever in my life. I've never met him. Okay? Young black kid from Buffalo. Cool. Does it matter that he's black? No, except that we're crossing a border and fucking tattoos matter when you're crossing a border. What kind of job you have matters. This shit, it fucking matters. So I was fucking, the whole thing I was weirded out. Plus, it was 3 in the fucking morning, and I'm 3 sheets to the fucking wind after a show, right? So we're a fine pair showing up at the border at 4:30 in the morning, right? I got fucking, they pull us over, they take one look at us, they pull us out of the car. I'm like, we're fucked. This is it. Like, I'm not gonna
right.
As soon as they put my name along with the Fresh Kils name, it's over because they just Google it, and then I never cross the border again, and I'm fined, and blah 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 blah. Somehow I talked her way out of it, but you know that's part of the reason why I look like shit in that video. And Dukes looks, I'm thinking it doesn't matter shit because Dukes looks amazing in the video, and that's the most important thing. But that's why I'm wearing a fucking like a whatever. What am I wearing?
like
a
what is it?
Fucking shirt with a bow tie. Like I look ridiculous. But Duke looks amazing, and that's the most important thing.
Are all the people in the video people y'all know, or were they hired to be in the video?
I was going to ask the same question. That's crazy. Yeah, good.
But it was all damn. It seemed to me, but
I didn't know anyone. I don't know none of those motherfuckers. You hear me? I don't know them. No, like I knew there was a handful.
I don't know.
There was a handful of people I did know, and there was a lot of extras.
Oh my god!
And those extras killed it. They did a wonderful job of being in the background while Kils and I stole the show. They did a fantastic job because Kils looked great. You'll see some scenes where like Kils and I had to bounce in front of the camera. I don't got legs like that. All right, Kils does. This is a little gem I discovered on the day of shooting. I'm like, oh, Kils never misses leg day. Get the fuck out of here. Who knew that? But for real, yo, that was an awesome little moment though. It was
like I really felt like that whole thing was like we were doing Brother Ali way better than he ever did it. That's what
yes. So tried to equal out with the white suit. That was me.
Cause he's doing like the white Jewish grandmother raps at that point. And I was like, this is like we're on. Like this is it.
I was trying to do my best.
He's incredible. I love that dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was trying to do my best Whoopi Goldberg at the Golden Globes impression with the white suit and the dreads bouncing and shit like that. I was jumping Jack Flash in person. Like that's how I was out there, dude. I loved it.
It's so weird
hilarious
when you're on set and you're broke as a fucking joke and there's money all over the place and you're like, where the fuck is this coming from? Like, kind of like,
who can afford any of this?
Who are these people?
Yeah, right. I don't fucking know you. Like, you're not wearing clothes. Who are you?
How much does it cost a grip per hour? What the hell is a grip? Jeez.
Oh man.
They had a kid playing a trombone. Okay, this is how far independent rap is willing to go.
Oh man, this is great.
Anyway,
pick apart the passion. Baby.
I love it.
Pick it apart.
So let's get
do it.
This is a Suki.
Go check the video and you will see all of what he's talking about.
Yeah. Here it is right here.
Game, but no, we don't ever play. Feelings, facts, legends, maps. We make paths and send you on your way. Know you're in the fray right now. Power on through, we gon' turn this out like a stick up hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. Yeah. Get your hands high. Like we say, this game is like a drama story. Nathan Owen fabricating by this rhyming glory. I'm professing that I probably had a couple in it. Hip hop ain't complete without a rumble hit. Gotta find the words, grab a deluxe edition. Bambi bust a load of sex and ruin future living. Shady business, keep the cover and the dollar spin. Money make them hoot and holler, smiling like a criminal. Or in Christ position, basket while the shoes he flicking. Stories depicted vividly, say I have supervision. Every crew has got an overzealous fraternized. Rap surprise, some expectation, turn to fertilizer. Tell us spitting better than your cable's best provider. Hitter for hire, out the park off of a pitcher slider. Voted most unexpected in the ranking cipher. Running game, but I ain't playing Tiger. I run game, but no, we don't ever play. Feel is facts, legends, maps. We make paths and send you on your way. I know you're in the fray right now. Power on through, we gon' turn this out like a stick up, hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. One-ton size egos, extraordinary attitude for simple people. My look was small like through a peephole. These studio Debos, frontin' like the killing homie we know. See the pretenders playing dress up from the neck up. Terrible performance in your ear and fuck your head up. I check the bill before determining the setup. Gauging the explosion, I perform and never let up. My code, Steve, you can't breathe. You fold, please. Now get your ante up. My lane strong, your game wrong. Don't play with me, cause you ain't built this tough. Rough and rugged from the jewel producer nugget field. Take personas, get a seat and spin like Ferris wheels. Spin the gamut, game is handled, marathoners running. Ain't no playing gun, the best of lock and low for some. I run game, but no, we don't ever play. Feel is facts, legends, maps. We make paths and send you on your way. I know you're in the fray right now. Power on through, we gon' turn this out like a stick up, hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. I run game, but no, we don't ever play. Feel is facts, legends, maps. We make paths and send you on your way. I know you're in the fray right now. I know you're in the fray right now. I run game, but no, we don't ever play. Feel is facts, legends, maps. We make paths and send you on your way. I know you're in the fray right now. Power on through, we gon' turn this out like a stick up, hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. Get your hands high.
Yeah, that's fire, man. That is fire.
Yes, that's the joint.
Salute, Kils.
That I
Salute.
swear that could be in top 10 radio hit.
Absolutely.
Radio hit easily. And you know what's super dope about it is that so like the beat brings everything together so nice, and then like you're still able to drop some dope ass lyrics on it. It's not like you're just doing like some party lyric shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's actually some bars on the joint, and then the hook,
and then the melodies you bring in and out too. Yeah,
man, that whole joint, man. I'm telling you, like, why the fuck did this joint not? I'm just saying.
We're studio rats. We don't know what I don't know what else to do. Like, I ain't a radio cat. I'm a studio rat. You know what I mean? This motherfucker can sing. That's the other thing.
I was about to ask that. I was letting y'all know. I was literally about to get into how did that come about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a natural, man. He did all the harmonies and shit. I mean, listen to the cat. And
you have more soulful stuff than this. But I noticed that with all the stuff I was listening to, man, and have heard before, it's like, what influences did you have? Did you start singing before rapping? You know, like, did you always sing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, the singing's it's always been a part of my household. It was my sister is a trained actor. She can sing. My brother, he was a youth minister. He can sing. You know, we kind of grew up in the church singing, and it almost became a way of communicating. Even now to this day, it's funny you ask. if we're mad in my house right now, we sing how we, I mean, the ugly shit. You sing the ugly shit.
Wow.
Like, I can't fucking stand you right now.
That's dope as shit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's better to get it across that way instead of actually fucking like, fuck you. Yeah, so it's different, but it worked.
That's crazy. It's funny. My mom always sang, and my aunt sings, and they would always have at least 4 or 5 women since I was little bitty in the living room harmonizing as I'm going to bed or whatever. And then, but every year you could expect my mom or my other aunt to call and sing "Happy Birthday," like really sing it. You know what I mean? So you get this voicemail, "Happy Birthday." You know, they belting.
It's beautiful, man.
It's funny because growing up with that, you know, I can sing a little, but I think I can better than I probably can. You know what I'm saying? but
we always do.
Yeah, it's always one of them things. I was trying to sing people way before I tried to write a rap. You know, I was trying to sing New Edition and Michael Jackson, and you know what I'm saying. So I was curious where that came from. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
Yeah. It came from deep love for old records. My parents, my heritage is African. My parents are straight from Africa. My mom is from like near South Africa. My dad from like the western coast of Africa, and they've always shown me music and varieties of music from the rhythm and blues, like old soul music, from like old Motown to like African music where it's instrumentation to wonderful singers that stood out in their lives that they really played. And trust me, when I say played to death. Like they played it to the point where I'm like, please don't. And this is how far back I'm gonna date myself when I say this. Please don't put that cassette back in the player. Yeah. Don't do that one more time. I can't, not on these 8 hours, Mom, please.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah, no, so it was, I learned all these vast different ways. So singing along with the songs.
Right.
And we would come up with stupid songs that my dad and all, like those type of little traditions. And when you're on a trip, you go out different places and you do that. My dad had one where it's a counting song. It starts off so like one man went to mow and meadow. One man and his dog went to mow, and you continue on to those 1 man, 2 man, 3 man, 4 man, 5 man, 6 man, 7 man, 8 man, 9 man, 10, and the whole car's going 10 man, 11 man, 12 man, 13. Yeah, I mean, went to mow and meadow, go. So like we all start singing together, and you when I try to bring that to my kids, and that's the way I indoctrinate them is let's sing stupid songs together, because then when you get older and you get a chance to go ahead and belt it on a track, you're gonna be comfortable enough to just go in.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Hey, Kils, I think it was towards the end of the Sookie Sookie video. Now that I know that you didn't get into town until like 4:30 in the morning,
there was no sleep.
It makes me wonder, like, dog, you were about to start breakdancing there, dog. What? There's this one part. There's this one part where you got down, did a little footwork. I was like, man, is he gonna bust out the windmill? And then
I got some floor sex. I do. I used to be able to rock. Leave it. But I didn't want to injure myself before. And I was so out of it. I was so hungover and messed up. I didn't want to.
Nailed it. You nailed it, and you could tell you didn't want to show your. Those glasses were the first indication.
You remember by the end of that day, I was done. I was a rag doll.
I love the fact that you were happy with any shot where you had to sit down.
Yeah. And I sit for this one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you get to sit most of that. You get to put your feet up.
Dude, I was happy most times because I can't. I'm a heavy sweater. Your boy sweats. That white suit would have been cream before lunch, fam. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. Okay, I can't be in that white
suit, dog.
You know what I'm saying? It was white. It would have been off-white by breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I would have messed it all the way up.
Eggshell.
Oh, yeah, for real. It was bad. And because I'm a mover. I'm the real active Kils. Was like, yo, dude, let's just chill. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. because I'm gonna fuck this up.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. So everybody out there listening, definitely make sure you go out. If you haven't heard it, it came out a while ago, but it's still super dope record. Make sure you go out and get the Getting Gatsby record, man.
Timeless music, man.
Fresh Kils and Mad Dukes murdered that whole record. We only played a couple joints off it, but I'm telling you, that whole record is fire. We could have played the whole shit, you know what I'm saying? But we just wanted to highlight on a couple things, get a few stories out of y'all for that. But yeah, Ram, what do you think? We should probably move into real quick. Let's go into the Price is Right.
Oh
yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Why you say oh shit?
Yeah, man, do it to me.
I love it, man. And the video when you when you're mouthing the contestant,
hilarious.
I love that shit. I was like, this dude is creative.
All my turntablist homies hate it that I do that, and I'm like, I'm loving it.
Oh, really?
That shit's dope.
Oh, they hating is what it is, because it brings a different element. It pulls you in. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, this is different, and then boom, wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
And that's something I really, really appreciate about Kills' stage performance is those little details. Like when we were doing Enter the Dragon, being able to, like, you know what I mean, move hands at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a coordinated effort.
Right.
And when he involves even sounding, like seeing the words across his lips, he's in sync. He doesn't miss. And it looks like tight.
Yo, we straight up lobotomized crowds doing that routine together.
That was amazing. He would pull everyone in.
Cats were losing their hairlines on that. For real.
I love it.
I'm proud of that, man.
All facts, dude. Big facts.
Hell yeah.
Truth.
Let's get into that, man.
Here's the Price is Right routine, Fresh Kils.
How you doing? I'm Bob Barker.
Wow, what an honor. Nice to meet you.
Looks like you and I are going to be playing together today.
Wow.
And I'd like to win it this year.
All right, I'll do my best.
Fuck y'all.
Tell you why there's no love. You ain't got it in ya. Simply you're not cool enough.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Tell you why there's no love. Simply you're not cool enough. Tell you why. Tell you why. Tell you why there's no love. You ain't got it in ya. Simply you're not cool enough.
Who the fuck are y'all?
Tell you why there's no love. You ain't got it in ya. Simply you're not cool enough.
I think you should be working at the snack bar.
Go neuter yourself.
Kils.
Man, that was great.
Oh, salutes, man. Yo, give that kid his flowers.
For real.
Like the thing that's crazy, Kils, is that you are super humble with what you do, but the facial expressions, dog, you know you're killing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, absolutely. You know you're murdering the shit.
In the moment, for sure.
Yo, you know that was my it was Sound Battle Royale, okay? I won the first year. I lost in the finals in front of Jake one. And I went into that battle. It was a live beat battle. I'm like, this is my shit. This is my battle to lose. And I lost it. in front of my family and friends and Jake won, all these motherfuckers. So the next year, I was so pissed. I was so fucking done with the shit. I'm like, I am the one. Fuck this. And it was, and I pulled out all the stops. I was like, there is nobody that is gonna come and take this away from me. And that routine was me peak, and it was Knots was the celebrity judge who, that motherfucker. You could do a DJ night just spinning Knots joints and like just and end up with like your shirt off and not know your name by the end of the night. Like that motherfucker has, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Knots is a god. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and the thing is, I hate battle mode. Okay, like Danko, you can talk about battle mode. I hate battle mode because I don't sleep for a week. You know what I mean? Like, session of it is just, it sucks. And also I come from turntablism. Like if you listen to that routine, that's a turntablist routine, really.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Inspired, done, and because that's where I come from in terms of battles. And I started battling, I was like, well, what am I gonna learn from? What am I gonna take from?
Is there different techniques in how you prep for a battle? Like, is there different things you approach in different ways you would approach it as opposed to just whether you're doing it, just making a song or creation?
Like I don't shit for 3 days, and I.
Yo.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Are you like a boxer, no sex for weeks and shit?
Yo, it's not cool. I don't like who I become, man. It sucks. But
that's crazy.
But that really was the other funny thing about when I did that is it was the final round of that battle. Okay, and I ended up getting chosen to go first, which isn't a good spot typically in a battle. I was on a stage with 4 other finalists. It's not a good spot to go. But here's the best part: my main competition was this homie, my Memorex, and I did the Price is Wrong, bitch. He used it in his routine, but because I used it first, and I went first.
Oh wow!
By the time he used it, it was like he was sunning himself. So, there was no competition. Like I destroyed. And then when they interviewed me, like on stage, one of the cats had a great beat. He didn't do it live, and I clowned him on stage. Dude, 6'4", Chemical. He's Chemical. Mad
Kemi,
dude.
yeah, man, my man Kemi.
Love that dude, but like at the time we were rivals. So that was crazy. It's Eternia. Eternia didn't want me to win. We're homies now too, but I had beef with her because I was like, "No, I son this. Like, get out of my way." So anyway, Sound Battle Royale Championship routine. I was happy. I was happy that it turned out that way, and I appreciate you saying that because I put everything I had into that moment, like into that final round. I was trying to win. And it was a battle. That's the other thing. Producers don't know how to battle that way. A lot of producers, they're just making beats. It's not,
right.
You're an MC. There's a guy in your face talking about you and your mom and your girlfriend.
Right. Yeah.
That's a different experience.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can't just press play and like nod your head. That's a different thing. So I was coming for people. Like that was the difference.
Yeah.
And that I think won the battle more than the quality of the flips or anything else. It was really just I came at it from a battle perspective,
So how much shit talking goes on between y'all 4 finalists, like in a moment like that? Because you were saying, like,
we were all loving each other, except that I was really pissed, like at myself from the year before.
So your self motivation more than go at them.
I wasn't cool to be around. People talk about this at the DMC finals in London. There's a lot of stories of DJs stay away from each other, and the night of the battle and the night before. Everyone's real standoffish. There's no jamming in people's rooms. Everybody's like real, Hudson Mohawks running around trying to prove that he can still cut records and shit. Like I heard crazy stories from the DNC finals. But yeah, man, the battle scene's different, man. It's different. As a battle MC, Danko, you've won your share of battles. Like, it's a different thing. It's different than the medium's the message, right? Things that work in that forum don't work on record. Don't work on. Yeah. It's totally different set of skills, different set of rules.
It's the absolute,
which is kind of it's kind of crazy, isn't it? That in order for people like you hear KRS One say it before, where he's like, in order to be the best, you had to do this. But the thing is like battling is a completely different thing from making good music. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different thing. So I mean, yeah, I guess battling somebody and beating somebody in a battle could make you the best battler, but does it make you the best MC? I wouldn't say that it does, because I've dropped lines on songs that I feel shits on battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's just kind of it's a whole different thing, man. Whole different.
Well, there are artists though that blend it well. You know, like you're good at taking those type of lines and putting them in the song. There's a lot of battle rappers that have tried to make songs and albums, and it's, you know, there's some that have bubbled a little, but there hasn't been any. I mean, I guess the Cannabis, you know what I'm saying, but that was short lived. You know what I mean? But like huge records, there's not many, and I think that's because it's such a different art form.
Yeah.
Not a slight to them, but it's just a different approach. And some people are good at blending it though. You know what I mean? LL's been good at going back and forth, not necessarily blending it too much, but you know what I mean? There's certain ones, but it's far and few between though, I think. You know what I mean? If I'm, you know.
I mean, I've beaten producers that are like Eloquent. He's one of my favorite producers on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I beat him in a battle, but I would way rather listen to one of his records. Right. That motherfucker's a genius. Like, he's a god to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a weird thing. Battling is definitely different.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, so we got next, yo.
I mean, that hunger should still. I hate to be the contrarian to this wonderful conversation, gents, but I don't feel like the battling is as different, because I see it in the perspective of similarity is the hunger.
Sure.
Like that same hunger you have in the battle is the same one you have the hunger for the song to turn out 100%.
Yeah, it's facts,
so only in that aspect, maybe, then that was definitely something I think would be the similarity. But other than that, it's a whole it's very different. That's like the modes.
Yeah, I feel that. But yeah, let's get into Fresh Kils. Let's play A-Team.
Oh shit.
Damn, that's a weird segue. Let's get into it. Fuck it, let's go. It's a weird ass segue. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey.
Damn. Okay, dudes. Well, let's just get into another one of Kills' routine. Shit. A-Team. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
No, I love the perspective. I love the perspective you had, and you know, I like the differing conversation. That's what's up. I think we just didn't know how to respond necessarily. He just said, "Hey, let's go. Let's keep it moving."
I mean, shit. Might as well call it out, man. Let's listen to some good ass A-Team.
I love
let's do it.
But you know, that's how the show is. We just kind of free flow, man. You know, no formalities. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Fuck, I don't even know how to make the next connection. I pity the fool who doesn't listen to this awesome A-Team beat. You know what I mean? How about that? I pity the fool, damn it. That's the best way I can put that in there. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, A-Team.
Run it.
Fresh Kils.
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
Man. That's a lost routine.
Who was your favorite A-Team character? I have to know now.
All day, every day.
Who'd you say?
Mr. T. All like
yeah, of course.
Every day, all day. He was always he drove the van, which was the coolest.
That's what's up.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a little moment from the MOP joint from Jake One's White Van music right before I dropped the next beat, and that's because Jake One was the judge at the battle. So I was trying to throw in think you think a
boom
for the last drop. I was trying to like lick his left nut into giving me some battle.
Let's go, Kils. Tell the tale.
Here's a little tickle. Let me see what you got. Give me what you got.
I love it.
It didn't work.
Well, maybe it worked.
How you like it, Jake One? How do you like it?
Talk that shit.
In music industry head.
You do that. It happens. You were trying. You were going for it. Dude. You went. You should have got paid for the attempt.
That's real.
Yeah,
I got to blow to get a cup of coffee around here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Fucking battle
Hey, so
yo,
so I know it's probably every live producer's worst nightmare ever. Have you ever left your MPC at a location and then toured to the next spot?
Whole van got robbed in Montreal.
Except for that one. I don't think I've ever seen you not with, especially not after the whole van got robbed in Montreal.
Van got robbed.
The whole video.
What?
Gone.
Wow.
Montreal, we went for Thai food. Gone. Everything. The whole shit.
While you were inside eating Thai food, damn. They took the whole van or?
And light out. It was light out.
Canada, no. Broad daylight. Canadians, no less. we thought we had love for his fellow countrymen. They still took it had nothing to do with that, but still.
French crackheads.
That's fucked up.
Super fucked up.
In that area though, from what I was told at the time, if you had backpacks in your car, you were a mark. That was it. Like that's
damn.
Doesn't matter what was in the backpack.
Right.
You could have shit in the backpack and they still would have stolen. And stole that shitty backpack.
Yeah.
They would have taken the shitty backpack and all the contents.
Yo, they left a $6,000 saxophone in the back seat next to the backpacks. So you absolutely, they were just backpacks because they were looking for laptops, and I mean,
right.
Oh fuck, it was a nightmare.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
we had some times. We had some good times.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
Other than that, I don't think I've ever not seen you with your MPC Kils. I don't think.
Asleep with that thing.
Even the way you said it was too nonchalant for me. Okay, he said, "I sleep with that thing."
That's what it is.
So what? So what's
Yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you good, man.
Go ahead.
We having a good time. We having a good time.
Because like you got like Pat is life and like
Pad life, yeah,
dude. Like that's. So I can't imagine a scenario where you wouldn't have that bad boy like at the ready.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
well, it's funny. There's a disconnect actually, and because I've had so many times where I've done my routines on stage, and then cats want to collab, and then I send them beats, and I'm like, "What the hell's this?" Because it's not the same thing, right? The battle mode is one way, but if I'm just at home making beats, the Gatsby stuff is more what comes out of me naturally, right? Those beats, and, like. It's sort of funny. So I've been having this conversation with a friend of mine about like destroying my previous identity and like doing a video where I like reenacting the Office Space scene where like instead of beating up a copier, like I'll destroy an NPC and have my friend and shit. Like I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to shed the previous identity because that's what anybody knows me for. Like I'm in Europe, like pushing a new record and cats are screaming, like do the Transformers routine. Which blessing. I mean, the curse of success is repetition, but like, it's like I'm more than a nostalgia NPC guy. Although I'd probably be more famous if I had just decided to become and own the nostalgic NPC guy. Like that would have been a lane, you know, like I would have been on Jimmy Fallon at some point maybe, or I would have had 3 different. Oh my God.
His show's not that good though.
Listen, I want you guys to know this show is sponsored right here. This show is sponsored by my lovely, lovely host, Lynette Johnson. She's coming here to fill my wine glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Word up. Word up.
Look at this blonde beauty over here. My God.
You get served in style.
Hey, I had to go grab my own beer and miss camera time.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. It's good. You know?
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Kils,
served in style over there. Oh my God.
My goodness.
So Kils, what's the future for you? What are you working into like now? What do you got going on now?
Well, I'm an old man. I'm settling into my elder status. So I'm doing no, for real. Actually,
how old are you, bro?
I'm 41.
Come on, son.
Hey,
I'll be 43 soon. We ain't old, man. We gotta shed that.
That don't match.
I'm 38. I'm 38. I don't get to say that and feel young off it.
I don't know. I still feel young as hell at 43.
My friend, you guys, I ain't worried about y'all.
Sure.
No, you go ahead though. Go ahead. I ain't be bro.
No. It's good. No.
Look at the life you're living. All right, you're getting poured wine into a glass by scantily clad women. Okay, you'll be fine.
Something right.
Fine.
Yeah, but don't listen.
Right.
No, but it is. But for real, it where I made.
I love it.
Not embracing who I was back then. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I am an elder in the scene, so yeah. So I'm giving back. I'm doing a lot of charity work. I work with charities, do a lot of beat making workshops for them, a lot of tutoring, engineering, beat making, finger drumming tutor. So, and I love that. I honestly love doing that. And to be quite honest, in a lot of that work that I've been doing, this younger generation. I mean, we haven't talked about it, but like, I'm so encouraged. Like, these young people that I work with, at least I've seen, like they care about each other. They have a sense of community. They have a sense of equality. They have a sense of like they know what microaggressions are. They know what they know.
What age are you teaching normally?
I mean, it's all over the place. It's all 30s to 20s, teens, different people.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what's up.
And through Unity Charities, it's been amazing, and I'm really encouraged. Like I know a lot of us old hip hop cats, we see what the young kids are doing, and we get up in our we get our underwear in a knot about it. And it's like, straight up, it's a beautiful time and the future is bright. And I've never felt better about passing the torch. So that's the first part of it for me. I got a new solo record coming, which is, again, it's just funny. It's like just shedding the whole NPC thing. And I'm singing on a record. I don't know.
Nice. Well, that's what's up.
What?
Flex. Do it all. Do it all.
What? I need a copy. I need.
Well, hey, I mean, I was doing your backups for years. I figured, what are they?
I've been waiting for this album to drop. Yeah, I mean,
solo record coming where I'm kind of shedding the it's real chill, and I'm doing some reggae stuff. Just because a lot of people don't think of Toronto as a Caribbean city, but it really is.
Right.
Caravana every year. We're one of the biggest Caribbean communities outside the Caribbean. And it's honestly, it's part of me coming up. And I mean, it's not part of my heritage in the same way, but it is part of my culture in my city.
Right. Still part of your lineage. Yeah.
So I've got some reggae joints coming out with some really, really exciting young cats. And I'm always coming out with routines. I just dropped my UFO beat tape, which has been on vinyl for years, but it's all on digital platforms. So, freshkils.bandcamp to check that out, and freshkils.com for everything else. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just happy to still be here, man. Really, like the studio's still humming. I'm still engineering records. People still want the beats. People still want to make records. People still want to mix records and remix, and so I'm just really thankful that I'm still here and not relevant per se, but just useful, and I'm happy to be that way. I'm blessed, and I mean, like Matt Dukes and I, we got to see and do so much, and it was a blessing then. And to look at it now, especially in this past year, like there were so many. I mean, imagine all the young people that had all these aspirations that literally are on hold now for like 2 years, pretty much.
Right.
You know, I was talking to Prem Rock the other day, who I did a lot of stuff on the road with. I mean, Dukes and I and Prem Rock and I, we had such an amazing time on the road, and we got to go out there and do the thing. And I just hope the world comes back to really give the next generation that opportunity again. So I'm really, again, my focus moving forward is to make it easier and better for those cats, because that wasn't done for me, and we're in a really great time for music, man. There's so much amazing stuff going on, and you just gotta listen. You gotta pay attention. So I'm trying to be a part of that as we move forward.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's awesome.
So
fantastic answer.
Yeah.
I know,
seriously, I was like, man,
it's just,
yeah.
God damn,
I
Kills is running from music
thing.
politics. You know what I'm saying? Kills hit all the fucking buttons, and I love that shit. Damn it! I'm voting for you, Kills.
One thing you said, with the kids being more perceptive to equality and just genuine caring for each other. I noticed that with my daughter's generation. She's 16 going on 17, and I've noticed that with her generation the whole time she's been coming up. It's been like that since they were young. Like they didn't feed into the bullshit negativity of this world. They were kind of like, no, we're gonna do this over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that reflects in their music. I'm not a fan of all the new stuff, but I wasn't a fan of all the old stuff either. I'm just a particular person with music.
That's absolutely cool.
You know what I'm saying? But I think they do get a bad rap. I think musically and sonically they're doing things that people have never done. But I had that thought from what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm overall encouraged. You know what I mean? Like, we're not supposed to like the new shit. We're not supposed to.
Right.
When we came out,
our
elders didn't like our shit. It's all good. I'm not offended by that. There's nothing more hip hop than an old man pointing at the young kids by the side of the road as they past. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most hip hop thing ever.
It's funny, yeah. It's very ironic, right?
Speaking of new music, Mad Dukes, me and my homie Ram, we came across this record that you did called Off Safety.
Yeah.
And you linked up with Frigid Giant, who actually, if I would have known that Frigid Giant did this whole record, I probably would have brought him in for just this segment just to talk about it a little bit. Cause I actually, I know Frigid Giant loves when I come out to Buffalo and kick those end freestyles for him. You know what I'm saying? But
for real. Yeah.
But yeah, so we wanted to, well, first of all, before we even play the joints that we picked that we like off it, what's your favorite joint on the project, the little EP you put together?
The EP is 4 tracks were put together by Frigid Giant, and this was like a long time ago. My favorite joint on there is one that's called The Great.
That's one of my favorite ones. I like that. And the first one.
That one is I went for mine. I went for mine all the way around, and it was I sort of, because I try to be let's see, what's the best way to say? I'm not as diplomatic as Kills. You know what I'm saying? Like Kills, you heard his answer. He's very poetic in his speech, and he means every word of it. But I'm very kind of simplified and broke it down to the point. Kills inspired me to kind of like branch out and be more explosive with it. But I had to approach that record like I'm taking full ownership of everything me and Kills did. Every time I hit the road, you know what I mean? The performances that the people screaming back. So that song encapsulates that for me. It's like I feel like a great, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I get it. There's a bubble. We're gonna get to that too. Okay, let's do this right now. At my level, the shit I put in, the freestyles,
you said a line in it, and I forget the line right now. I should have wrote it down, but you said something like, it is real simple. You was like, if you was a great, this is the way you would say it, or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love that line.
It feels like this.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, man, I just thought that was just such a simple but eloquent line, man. It was just like, look, this. Oh, you don't know this is how it feels to be great. You don't know
greatness.
That.
Be great.
It's like subtle flex, but subtle talking shit a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
And that's trying to not even because the record is primarily boom bap. And like I said, it's 4 tracks by Frigid Giant. One track is by a psychic. He's a little unknown, more local guy. You know, his beat is crazy. It was the one that had Kadir Latif on it.
Okay.
That one is the joint. That one's Catching Judas.
Yeah, I like
that joint.
That one a lot.
Yeah, man, that joint goes hard. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Kadir
I like the whole
Latif,
thing.
who had the deal with Rough Riders. Yeah, I mean, he goes hard. Shout out to Kadir Latif. He's still doing his thing. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad y'all came across it.
Yeah. Sure. So let's so should we play the great?
Let's play that joint. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's play.
I'm out here feeling like Kils. I'm feeling great. Let's go. Play that joint.
Yeah. So this is the great.
I love
Mad Duke's Frigid Giant.
Let's go.
I'm on hand skills, top notch in caliber. The alleyway stunner, best freestyle handler. I hit the block hard, destroy all challenges. I'm the rock, you were zirconia to an amethyst. Broke my damn hand on a nigga who bitch made. Sliced through whole shit, call it my bitch blade. Either hands off or I can go 6th grade. Throw him overboard, no need for a sick bay. Hand toss general, more than a name. Rather kill him or breathing, losses and gains. I'm a breath of fresh air, wouldn't aim with your brain, then I'd be brainless. Bang, now you're the same. Sherlock, homie, know what the scams is. Hits keep coming till your soul get damaged. Court case closes, evidence vanish. You ain't no man, bitch. Food, you manwich. Come on. Woo. Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Yeah. Just speak with the lip serve. Whole hood watching, better than Ghetto Bird. Only let the baddie be took after I'm first. You should know the shit you in off of the barrel burst. Loss or death, fam, I don't know what's worse. Power and money, damn, check how the fees work. I ain't gotta shoot point and it's a massacre. Or I'll drive it, shit fly out the passenger. They be saying, hey Dukes, where the hell this come from? Hands hit a hater, Pulp Fiction and outcome. Ring 3 times and your circus is all done. Man here, been a long time since you seen one. See one, here's some, back out slow, son. I rack heat to make a tank look like a blowgun. Caught the violator, if it fly and they hold one. Send another slow-mo shot, cause we won't run. Come on! Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Yeah. When you a great shit sound like this. Hey, yo, let me tell you a little something I just heard. It's crazy. Shorty spray, niggas stoop up and it's hammer time. Footage saw body, no face, 2 camera shot. Hit him where it hurts, jabs coming in pocket size. Dogs bark, nigga, till your kennel is euthanized. Max on the shoulder weight, crabs met the back and stay. Smashed with the liquor in my glass, sipping party day. Cats acting super fake, click clack, gone away. Sip fifths, only fifth I grip called knuckle play. The Undertaker take him down to the depths. Still in it for the love, getting them checks. Rappers talking about they biddles like it get them respect. Till you shut the bragger up with a boot to the chest. Bin top style, hot cat, Mitchell and Ness. If I don't hear your hunger rumbling and I ain't impressed. When bullets are ricochet, no name on them yet. I'm in the double thick Kevlar S on the chest. Feeling lit, spilling 50 cal. Screaming like Mr. Cow. Pen blast all my life. Call it living loud. Lose, 2 shells, nigga. Go and pick around. Police play this game. Bet you'll see it now. Yeah.
Man,
salute.
I mean, I was gonna say there's too many bars in there for me to pick a few. I was like, damn, like, oh, boom. You know what I'm saying? Killed him with that.
That's a lot of bars. That was a lot of bars. That's a lot of bars. Man, there's a few of them that I always, because you know that feeling when you write something or you create something, and it could be short or long. There's a few bars in there. I was just like, ooh, I can't wait for people to hear that.
I know. Yeah.
I'm out to kill them with this one. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's always
like
a good
when
feeling.
I first put that first bar, like the 3rd bar, I was like, shorty sprayed, nigga stoop up, and it's in hammer time. Footage saw a body, no face, 2 camera shot. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was like, I can't wait. Let somebody say something about this bar. Let somebody say something.
Oh no! Can't nobody say nothing about that whole joint.
So I try to create that energy and have that feeling. So whenever somebody listens to it,
I feel like in that song, as you wrote, it kept getting a little more energy, and by the end, you're just fucking.
That's the feeling. That's it. And then you relax for a second, and then it starts to build up. And it, I took inspiration, and it kind of plays into what Kils is talking about, especially because the other generation kind of inspiring the new ones. Like there was a couple songs I've heard from Lil Wayne where he would take a beat and it would be so broke down and it would build and would build and it would build and it collapse again. And I was like, how could I approach that if I got the chance to? And just feeling inspired by seeing someone else do their version. And I'm like, what do I sound like doing something like that? Right. So if you listen, the beat does the same kind of crescendo thing, and then it breaks down to something simple we listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without it being the same beat. So that was exciting.
That's what's up. That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
You know what's super dope about I mean, from what I've noticed is there's so many fucking talented people in Buffalo, man.
I mean, crazy. Yeah.
We out here.
Like I'm talking about like I'm not just talking music. I'm talking because Frigid Giant, he also does the comic shit and then he raps too. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just so many people that like multi-talented out there, man. From what I've noticed.
The arts,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, arts and crafts and just like the culture is super rich here. Yeah. And it's really its own stew of people. Like there's one of the best parts about Buffalo is you can go down the street and different foods, ethnic foods that usually would be thousands of miles away from each other or across the street. And they talk between each other. You know what I'm saying? You start hearing the influence of different kind of cross ideas. You know what I'm saying? And because they're small boutiques here, they speak to each other. So it creates newer flavors. It creates newer things. And that's just in the food aspect. When it comes to the artists, there's so many different artists as far as painting, as far as photography, as far as doing graphic arts, like the size of the buildings. We're really starting to grasp the graffiti artists and show love to them like they should have been from the beginning, in my opinion.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like we should have been showing that their artistic creativity can brighten up an entire neighborhood with a huge mural on the side of a wall. And just seeing it get so rich and thick, we're witnessing having artists like Griselda and having them out there. Shout out to Griselda. It was just opening a store in the Walden Galleria today. You know what I'm saying? And like the hustle and ambition of this culture is insane. Right. And so everybody's plugging right now. And it's what's going to reach is going to reach, regardless what happens. It's going to reach. But everybody's plugging right now and everyone's fighting for it. And the history in this place is so deep that everyone wants to represent it right. So you're gonna see a bigger surge from Buffalo coming. This is just the peak, just a little the waves on top. The undertow of Buffalo is coming. Okay, and don't let us win a Super Bowl because it's over for you. It's over for you. Don't let us win.
Nothing like the Buffalo neighborhood, like a couple of Buffalo.
Listen, and we bringing Toronto with us. All right, we're starting from the top and we're going down. Don't let us win a Super Bowl because we're calling Toronto. Say, be here in 2 hours. We're gonna shut shit down.
Oh, let's party, man.
Us in Toronto about to slide.
And Toronto will come through and be like, yo, we'll come through. We bring in extra tables. Let's do it.
What other team am I gonna support? You know what I mean? I got friends supporting Pittsburgh. I'm like, get out of here.
I mean, no bullshit. I actually wanted Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl this year.
I did too.
Ooh, oh man,
that would have been great.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the underdog story of all time, man.
Yeah,
like Tom Brady got enough rings for all of us right now. Dude, he could lend each one of us a ring and still have a handful of rings. That's how.
Yeah,
I'm saying
ridiculous.
Like, he's good. He's. They don't make enough like hand models at his house to hold all the Super Bowl rings he has. They don't make one with like an 8, like a little joint like this, to hold all the Super Bowl rings this man got. They just don't make it.
Oh man! All right. Oh, you killing me.
Oh shit!
I forgot what we was talking about, man. I'm not gonna. I totally forgot what we was talking about. I had something, but anyway. Oh, you cracking me up, man. This might be the funniest episode.
But yeah,
we in here.
So yeah, I mean the off safety EP, Mad Dukes, go out there, cop that shit.
Please do.
What do you I mean, so are you more focused on moving towards the comedy now, or are you still dabbing with making even more? I mean, I know this is more recent. You said it was done a while ago though, but are you still trying to make a surge in the music, or you focus more on the comedy
I
stuff?
absolutely want to keep making music. Music's a passion. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in love and will always be in love with music.
We didn't tell him to say that, people. Swear to God, we didn't tell him. I play.
He plugged it. He plugged it, son.
It's like it's a plug. You know what I mean? Shameless.
Run it.
Run with it. Fuck it. Let's do it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, it's always going to be a thing for music. I always had that passion. But since the game is changing, I want to change the way I'm digesting. And like, I feel some of the sentiment, like Kils was talking about, like kind of switching the brand a little bit. Like I've always loved being the Mad Dukes, but after 2020, I don't know if I could be mad anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I may have to be the M Dukes. You know what I'm saying? I may have to switch a little bit here and just like make a little adjustments.
M Dukes is dope. That's actually dope.
Right? Like it's still a name. It's still something I could, really stand behind.
Right.
And I'm still gonna be making music, but it's like now I have the complete show. So now when I come out for those performances, hit tour again, when I hit these streets, it's comedy, it's music.
Yeah.
And after that first impression, it's like, all right, how are we going bigger and better next time?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Next time, we add this up. Next time we hit the road, we bring in Fresh Kils. Next time we on the road, Mudenko out here. Next time, we got Ram coming. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a session where we sit there and talk and pick apart the passions on the road.
I tell Danko all the time when it's open back up, we're gonna do music. I'm gonna try to find some open mic stand-up stuff before the show, and we should do podcasts in other cities. Like I totally feel that, man.
And the thing about it is the beauty of and in the beauty of the hustlers and those same mentalities that were out there hitting the road. I just took time to go ahead and get my money right. Like I got my mind right now to the point where I provide an entire show, and I'm thinking differently on how to present it. It's more with the show, since it's an entire show, I can film the behind the scenes as content and or promo for it.
Right.
And since we're all accustomed to as much information being taken in from YouTube or video or streams or Zooms, let's hit them with content. Hit them with some of the behind the scenes. Like I've no doubt, I enjoy where I'm at. But I think if I would have thought like this, like when we were touring their Kils, like we would have been a whole new level because we would have brought them on the trail with us. Like day in, day out, you're seeing footage. You're like, wow, like I'm tuning in week and week out to see, what these boys are doing. So the way in which I want to present the information is the data and all my content has changed. And that's the new approach. So it's going to be music, comedy, videos, and they coming in heavy.
That's what's up. That's what's
what I'm
up.
saying.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for all of the stuff y'all said that y'all
looking forward to it. Man.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, man, this is awesome. What else we got to play, man? Do we have any other stuff we were gonna play?
We got the one. I mean, we could take them out as far as playing things. We could take them out with the Fresh Kils and Uncle Fester. Check your.
Yeah, is that okay to play? Like, do you think Uncle Fester would give us permission on that? I don't,
Yeah, man, he's cool.
Okay, word. Right. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I got worried for a second. I saw Kils scratch his head. I said, "Uh-oh."
We don't want to be in litigation. I played. Yo, that's
so what
cold.
is this? Is this check your lead or check your lead?
LED.
Yeah.
LED.
LED.
Check your LED.
Led Zeppelin.
Work. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yo.
Boom. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't catch that. I'm like, is it LED? I'm thinking some technical shit. Trying to think. Boom. I love it though. That's what's up. So, people, you gotta go. You gotta go check the video for this, people, because when you see the turntablists and Kils going back and forth, or Uncle Fester and Kils going back and forth, it's crazy. You realize when he said earlier in this podcast that it's like turntablism, the art form, and padding is. You really see it. and when y'all going back and forth, and yo, in the video, you play the riff. His dude literally does this on the key on the pads and plays the riff with his head, man. When I saw, I was like, stop. I was like, come on, man. I'm sitting in my car smoking, like, wait, man, let me rewind this way quick.
Yeah.
Did he just play that with his head? Yo?
have you seen him do it live?
No. Well, I just saw the video.
I have.
Night after night, yo, my man will go one level, right? The crowd's like, oh, that's crazy good. He'll go harder. They're like, wow, that's pretty complicated. He plays it with his face. They lose their damn minds. Yo, he's just going.
Yeah.
And you can. My favorite part was being off to the side, and you'd see it start to catch on through the crowd. Like the people in front would see it, and they'd be like, "Yo, he's playing with his face. Yo, he's playing with his face."
That's insane.
It is.
I loved seeing that night after night, man. It was always worth it.
Is that I mean, I don't know. Does that come from like guitarists putting their mouth on the guitar kind of thing? Is it something that just kind of catch people? Did it come like naturally one day you was just fucking around or something, trying to play this shit in my head? How does that come about? I mean, I might be high one day and be like, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit my mouth for the beat, whatever. Right? I don't know, what I mean? I'm just checking. I'm just trying to see where it came from.
We're in a different era. It's like consistency now, but like back in the day, I didn't want to put something out unless I had a new thing to do, like unless I had a new trick, And it's like now you see pad cats, and I'm not shading anybody because there's really talented motherfuckers out there, but cats are doing the same techniques. They're just replacing the sounds. Even DJs will do that, and you hear a lot of I heard a lot of turntablist DJs getting pissed because other DJs they're doing the same juggle pattern but just flipping the records, changing the records out, right? And so my mentality when I came up was like, I've got to, if I don't have a new trick to do or a new technique, I'm not just going to do the same stuff over. Like that ain't going to cut it. You know what I mean? Like the elder cats hated my elders hated me, I mean, we came up in a tougher time. Like, I was saying about how the younger generation's so in touch with themselves and they care about each other. It's like, and I care about them, but my elders hated my ass. Like they wanted to see me gone. They didn't want, they saw us come and they were like, no way. So we had to really show and improve. So so the head thing was just, I need to do something new. Like I was getting desperate. I was like, I can't do I can't do the hi-hat, the trap hi-hats. I wasn't really there yet. It's just like, I have a new trick. Let's do it.
It came out dope. I mean, I guess inspiration out of desperation, I guess.
Oh, for real.
But it was sick, man.
I used to open shop and be like, I don't want to go on first. I don't want to go on first. I'm like, I'll go on first.
Let me kill him with this trick right quick and then relax. And
then nobody wants to go on after that.
Right, exactly. Like the way you see.
I introduced somebody. I introduced Mad Dukes or something. I mean,
I know. Even I'm in the wings. Like, I want to go on with him. Can we go on at the same? Not after. With. Team effort.
That's what's up, man.
But yeah, so should we play that?
Yeah, right.
All right. This is Check the Lead.
Shout out Uncle Fester.
man.
Encore, goddammit. Encore. We might put that motherfucker in there twice. That shit was so crazy. Yeah, the part where you start to do the solo, y'all do the solos back and forth, man. I was like, man, this shit is just. If I want to see that live someday. So if y'all ever feel like doing that at my house, let me know. No, I'm playing. I'm totally playing.
No, we're going to Ram's house to a Tiny Desk concert.
Hey, come on, son.
Right in the podcast. A Tiny Desk concert.
There you go. Pick apart the desk.
Yeah, right. There we go. Hey, it could be done.
Hey, yeah, that's what's up.
I gotta shout out Anthony Rinaldi, the sax player, because we used to do that routine, and we would go sax solo, turntable solo, my solo sax, and we go around. And when it was me and Anthony and Fester and Dukes, we would go 4-man and keep it like, think about it like this. Fester did all the cuts on the Mad Dukes record.
Okay.
Anthony did all the horn arrangements.
Oh, okay.
Beats.
Damn.
Fester did. We have all the routines together. You know, Mad Dukes and I have the Bruce Lee together. Like, there was so much overlap.
Right.
But when the 4 of us, that tour, that was the best. I'm telling you right now, like, that was the best live shows that I have ever done to this day. I've never done better before. I've never done better after. I will never do better than those shows, because we were like a fucking Voltron machine.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody in our way, man. It was crazy. So yeah,
that's awesome.
The synergy on that one was fantastic, especially because of all of our involvement and everyone being like, that's the first time I've ever had people walk up to me and be saying things like, I've never seen a rapper next to a saxophone player. Like, yeah, that shit happens.
Yeah.
When you involve some really talented people. That's what happens. And I've in seeing that encapsulation and hearing the stuff we were able to do live, that kind of even added to it, because it was just a hell of a show. Like all the way around. We held our own with some cats who are I want to remember their names. We held our own opening for like Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Incredible. Oh my God, what a hell of a show that was.
Yeah.
We held our own playing with Tribe Called Red, which it was like, yo, incredible Native American group. Yo, like and when I talk about a room full of people moving at the same pace in sync, man, that shit was inspiring to watch. Wow. So yeah, we all got to go through those experiences kind of together. It was fun to perform on stage, man. It made us like this, and then you could hear it through the music and the performance.
Yeah.
I got a question. How'd y'all meet?
We bum rushed him at his show. It sounds like a joke. we were like, oh, he makes such great music, and there's another I will say there's another minstrel behind the scenes who pulled some strings, and Tony, yeah, I mean, shouts out to Tony. Tony Cafaro, yeah, I mean, shouts out to Tony. He had these beats, and he was like, yeah, hey Dukes, these beats are fire. And I was like, you right? Sure, you right. And then we made songs to him. I didn't know anything else was attached to it. He's like, all right, now, is your ID good? I was like, yeah, it's good. He says, we're going up to Canada. I said, oh, what? Next thing you know, we're in Toronto. We're at this show, and we're like bum rushing him about it. And be like, hey, we made these songs. We really want you to check out. And
there was no permission. They literally I went to his show in Toronto. He had a show opening for some other group, and then Tony was like, yo, come to the van. We want you to hear some joints. I was like, cool. Play me some joints, and they're all over my joints. Like it was
jacking for beats.
It was the most polite violation we could make it.
Right.
It was
respectfully jacking for beats
as much as we could, and it was not respectful. And I understand.
It was not respectful.
It was not respectful at all, and you know, it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
but here's what was so funny about it, because first of all, I just watched Dukes perform, so I was like, "Cat's dope." I was like, "This is dope," and then he's playing the joints, and I'm like, "Okay, this is like fuck y'all." What the like Tony, like, because I gave the beats to Tony to place. I was trying to hustle.
Yeah.
That label, I was trying to hustle, and Tony's like, "Yo, what do you think of these?" And then
sorry.
And the problem with the whole shit was it was dope. That was the real.
That's the rub. That's where you're like, damn.
You're like, ain't this a bitch? I gotta like this motherfucking movie.
Yeah,
right
thank
here.
you. And it sounds good.
This cat.
You got the nerve to be dope.
Thing is, I mixed the EP. Tony's like, okay, you're opening for Blueprint 32 shows in 36 days. I go to Buffalo. I mix the records. I send it. I go to Buffalo. We practiced for 3 days, and then we're on the road. I didn't know this cat. We practiced for 3 days, and then we were doing 32 days of Blueprint in his van. I was like,
wow.
This is fucked. I was like, this is fucked. And all my homies were like, it was really funny because all my homies were like, what are you doing? Like, who's this cat? Where are you going? What are you doing? I was trying to explain it to everybody. I couldn't explain it. I was like, listen. Here's what you need to know. I produce an EP. I'm rolling with this. Like, let me work. Everybody's like, why are you working with Cat Mad Dukes? You know, you're working with Ghetto Socks. You got the Extremities, doing your solo shit. You did. I'm like, yo, let me work. Let me fucking work.
Yeah.
That tour was Dukes and I literally working. I mean, we were working for our money. Like, we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
We were just like, okay, we're thrown into this serious professional situation.
That's some wild shit.
Gotta be the best we can be. We can't fuck this up. And so that's what it was.
So y'all developed y'all style together on a 30-city tour?
It was
like 3 days.
We had 3 days to practice an EP that I had heard in a van once.
And it was kind of like,
wow.
We just looked at each other like, opportunity.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
let's do this.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of, each show, we kind of meshed it a little bit closer together until we had formed something of a set. I think, what did we have down in the beginning? I think we just the Enter the Dragon and something else.
I knew Enter the Dragon would be the crowning, like the centerpiece of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, we have to get that working.
And we're doing choreography.
But I was really worried because I was harmonizing and I was like, I'm not a great singer. I mean, I can sing, but like, oh man, that's a tough ask for me to like pull that off and do it in a way where I'm really, but there's a weird narrative that I don't really know how to bring up properly in this forum in general.
Oh shit.
Speak on it. Speak on it. Go ahead. Oh,
let's go. It's uncensored podcast. Say whatever you got to say.
But there were certain shows where Boston was a show where, and Boston has a particular kind of cultural framework and background. Like there was something about Dukes and I being like from different places, looking like how we looked and working together as we were, that I felt that like Dukes and I would talk about it, like people would say things to us that were really weird at first.
Like
right?
what? Like, can we get an example?
Like my friend Beans, like 6'4" black cat from Scarborough would be like, yo, this is a good look, bro. Like, it's a good look for you.
Oh, like the black white duo.
The black white.
The ebony and ivory shit. No, just playing. I'm playing. I'm joking.
No. But that's a shallow observation.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
But the thing that I started to realize as we were doing it, as we kept going, was like people were not used to seeing the synergy of it.
Uh-huh.
And I started to have a bit of pride about it because I was like, man, like we're fucking like I've never like to this day I've never had a show like I've had with this cat. I have never. It doesn't matter. Like the color shit doesn't matter with that. Like it's foundational, but I started to see that in Boston, and Dukes and I would have these conversations. Boston was the one show where like there was a table of black women clowning my ass. I was trying to pick them up. And they were just clowning me.
Oh, you were trying to holler and.
Oh yeah, I was hollering for sure.
That's man.
Back on tour, Kils had this move where he would have to give him the double take. He'd be like, hold on, let me let you look again. Hold on, wait. You didn't get enough. Hold on, wait. Now you got enough. Okay.
I love
like there's like it was like a 12% of black women are into white guys. So I was like I had to figure out.
Wait, is that a real statistic?
I mean, I was just
it felt real.
I know. I was like, damn, I believed it. I believe that shit when you said it.
12%, right? Yeah, 12% sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah, can't be 12 and a half, much more than 12 and a half. Yeah.
I used to lean in. I used to lean and be like, yup.
Yeah, man.
And I'd be like, yup.
Just in case.
Like, even harder. And if I still had, if I got one of them to smile, I knew that I was. I knew that.
In.
Hey man, shoot your shot. Free country, do your thing, baby.
We're off where I was going, but
no, go ahead.
No, but Boston was crazy. Like Boston, they weren't ready for to see us together like that. And again, I don't know, Duke. I want you to speak on it, Dukes, because you and I talked about it on the road, but there was something about what we were doing that was that other people told me was special, and I didn't understand it at first because we never approached it that way. Right. But the reason I bring it up is because personally, I feel like Tony knew. Like I feel like Tony was kind of like, oh, this will be some good marketing. Like in his head, it was because you asked how we met. That's why I bring it up.
Yeah.
There was an aspect to Tony's Machiavellian nature that was like,
oh yeah,
like he knew what he was doing. Like there was something to it. And Dukes and I were kind of like, does he know what he's doing? Like, is he doing this to us on purpose? Like, is this happening? And we were like, maybe it is, but do we want to ride this shit? And Dukes be like, yeah, well, let's ride this shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
When it comes to those choices, I am unhinged. I'm like, yo, let's go. Like there's an opportunity to this ride.
I'm off track with those observations though. I mean, you and I did talk about it.
No, the thing was we created such a feeling on stage, and we knew it because we wouldn't. When we first started performing, we had figured out our set so well and how we worked that the first song was kind of like an intro song. We knew that, and then it was going to go into that, and we had set Enter the Dragon further into the show. It's like if you're not a believer now by Enter the Dragon, you're locked in.
Right.
And I think that Tony had seen that before. Like this, listen, Tony had such confidence in it. He was selling it to people who never knew where we were. We pulled up on some places where it was a surprise. Hey guys, you got a show tonight. What?
Why are you giving these guys our money?
But it's
like why is this happening?
Right, but it was a stellar show, and he knew that.
He'd be like, oh.
And when people came in and they saw that, we had a power that attracted crowds immediately. Kils, as soon as he starts touching the pads with those magic fingers, I'm surprised more women don't ask him just to finger pop, because like this guy's fucking fingers, yo, he is like, as soon as he starts hitting the pads, crowds come running.
I love it.
Right? When I start going in freestyling, kicking it, like I start feeling the beat, getting the zone, people come, and Tony saw that before we got on tour, and he was like, I can market if I can get these two guys performing. I can market this. Yeah. I can turn something off of this. So that was, good eyes on him. I'll give him that.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So it was, yeah. Okay, pause.
That was a great story. I thought you were about to keep going.
No, it was.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop doing the self-aggrandizement thing, because
right. We can't be telling our tales like this.
No, keep it. No, these people love this. I love it. I'm sitting there like, man.
I feel like there's more scrolls to write. What you think, Kils?
100.
Right on.
So you guys might be just witnessing the first couple of books in the series of Kils and Dukes.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, y'all could write. It seems like we done heard 2 books worth tonight. Y'all, it's been great, man. I really appreciate y'all being on.
Absolutely.
We have more stuff we could play, or do you want to get any more questions? I mean,
we learned on that first tour. What else can I tell you guys about?
Oh, you tell us about whatever you want.
You learn a lot on that tour. Me and Kils, we even so stubborn. We slept in a van one night. We didn't have to.
What do you mean?
Because we were, we're trying to establish ourselves. We're rolling with the big dog, Blueprint. He's got his DJ Rare Groove, and we're trying to establish ourselves as being, self-sufficient, able to hold our own with the caliber of such gentlemen on the road. And so they're like, hey, guys, like the venue, the way the deal worked out, y'all say blase, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it didn't work out so well, but we do have a little room. You guys want to sleep on the floor? We're like, no, we're your opening act, and we respect you guys. Get the room. You're the name. You deserve the room. What, yo, dumbest shit ever. If people offer you floor or tub, you can sleep in the tub. Sleep in the damn tub. We put on all of our tour clothes. Yo, we looked like the clumps in the morning. We were all fat, all of our clothes on, slept in the van, just being stubborn.
Oh man, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? But trying to establish ourselves.
I was pissed because we like unless it said hotel rooms with an S, we didn't have one. But that was sold, so we're there, and man, and I was just like, it started to get embarrassing. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, like I don't want to keep. I'm not trying to I'm not asking Blueprint for a handout. He's already, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely a big proponent of no, we are sleeping in the van. We will slay a moose and sleep inside its guts on some Hoth Planet shit. We'll do that shit because we are not gonna we're not gonna overstep our fucking. You know what I mean? Like that was more important than freezing to death to me.
Like he's a man of principle. But there was a couple of seconds I'm like, yo, you sure you don't want to sleep in the room? You know, the room feel comfy. It looks comfy from here. I could tell from the van windows. It looks comfy from here.
What was the funnest city on that tour?
Oh man.
Funnest moment in the city, funnest performance in any city, or
Kills, you want to go first? I'm gonna talk about what happened earlier that night before we slept in the van. I think that was the same place, Cortez, right?
Oh man,
my favorite moment was watching a performer who I put him in the song. It was just so epic. It was his home club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His home club. My man stepped on stage, kicked off his shoes, and hands back like I'm home. And the crowd like embraced this man. And I was like, I think we're in his house. I think we're in his home. Like this is where he was raised. These are his people.
Yeah.
And for real, he threw his hat back. He just kicked off his shoes. And I've never seen anybody connect with the crowd like that. To this day, I've never seen anybody kick their shoes off at the beginning of their show.
Right.
And like midway through, if you like doing some star shit or you like sign your shoes and throw them to the crowd, that's one thing. But at the beginning of the show, my man lifted his head back and with the confidence of a Kanye or a Jay-Z, just is like, I'm home. And the crowd's like, ah! And I'm pretty sure he's still doing well.
That's
Shouts out to my homie. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still doing well out there. But damn.
Definitely the first time we heard about shoes being kicked off on the stage.
Dude, that's the first.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Talk about passion. My man was like, boop, boop.
Yeah, like just so you know, I'm about to get comfortable in this bitch.
I'll let you know. Yeah. And the crowd got comfy with him.
That's
like,
dope.
I'm looking at Kills looking at me. I'm like, where the fuck are we? Like, who are these people? They are his people. So shout out to him.
That's what's up.
I can't remember his first name. Washburn thing, something like that.
Yeah.
He's the truth.
Okay.
I love it.
Burnell Washroom was his name. And
what's his name?
He had a Burnell Washroom, and he had a room that night.
He had a following, bro.
That's what's up.
A hotel room.
Shout out to him wherever he.
And he got a hotel room. He got a hotel room that night. and we.
You said what, Kills? What did you say, Kills?
We in the parking lot. That motherfucker had a hotel room.
Oh, wow.
So
what's
you ever see people who walk back to you and like they don't feel bad for you, but they feel bad for you, and they're just like, hey, that was your choice, man. You didn't have to do it.
Like,
that's
how,
let him
make this little mistake.
Blueprint and Rare Group were in the morning. me and Kills wearing all our clothes,
trying to kick us out of Denny's and shit.
What y'all do in the Denny's? This is getting good, people.
Trying to stay from dying.
Warming up, trying to get some sustenance before. It's like, I think I'm gonna eat a fatty meal and just hope I digest slow.
To avoid having to eat you.
Right? We almost didn't make it, Kills. I'm really gonna feel the hunger and performing tonight.
Yo, man, I got a piece.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yo, I love y'all and thanks so much for having me.
Hey man, no, thank y'all,
man.
This has been fun as fuck, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody go get all the stuff you heard tonight. Go watch the videos. Your videos are insane. I mean, man, thank y'all again, man. This has been very fun. I probably have not laughed this much. Maybe not any podcast. I don't know. And the last one we had my brother and a bunch of friends, so I don't know which one I laughed, but this was hilarious. Good luck on your comedy career, man. Maybe we'll cross paths in that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'll be coming doing comedy. Like I said, we packaging the thing. We taking it on the road. I'm trying to bring Kills with me. We're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah, right on, man. Much love, y'all. Much love.
Much love. And we getting Denko out there too. And you coming along for the ride, Ram. Let's go.
Right on. My man. Y'all be safe, man. Peace. This has been Pick Apart the Passion Podcast. Is it better to be right or kind? Peace, y'all.
Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Passion.